So this is going to be the last time we're going to talk about this because I feel like this has come to an end, and I feel like even though I've seen other channels like jump on this just like I jumped on it, and it was I'm jumping off of it, and this is going to be my jump off. If something else happens by the time from now to whenever I post this to some other shit, I'm gonna just let the other channels handle it. For now, the ending to this Auburn preach and fresh and fit thing. Obviously, gone into that rabbit hole of what's been happening with the Fresh and Fit podcast between the Anna Quinn and the Miss Cheeks and all the other stuff. There are other channels that talk about it. Duke and Dawn. I can't remember because when I when this shit brought up, I swear to God, every channel on my YouTube is about the Abba and Preacher Fresh and Fit thing. Whether it was Agent, and I already follow Agent, but there's other channels they call them fraudulent. Everybody call them fraudulent. Look, I just try to keep it neutral space because I do. Because to me, I just kept it about Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach. Everything else, even though like I've had my opinions, everything else is just I'll let anybody else do that. But for now, because to me, I feel like this thing, as far as the Alvin Priest part, just come to an ending. As of right now, Alvin Priest done. I just watched their video. Was called Fresh and Fit faked it, but did they make it, or did they don't? But they didn't make it, something like that. Well, basically, it's kind of like a review of everything that's happened even with the dude that used to work with Fresh and Fit, I think it's an Iron Day or something like that. I keep I'm butchering his name. I'm sorry, but that dude pulling up to his house and to his apartment and all that other stuff. Like it basically review of that. But I want to talk about Fresh and Fit and Outreach, and let this be a lesson to a lot of y'all. Um, and they said it themselves. Don't promote violence unless you're really about that life. Now, me, like, even when I give my commentary, because I don't have my commentary about people, and there's some stuff I just don't post. One, I don't think it's that good because sometimes I ramble, but sometimes it's just like, do I really want to go through that? And sometimes it's just like, do I feel like it's worth going through it? And to me, it's just like, no. I had a whole video about Whack 100 and like what he does. Like, me not liking what Whack 100 do. Now, that's been deleted, so I can't. So if anybody asks you where is it at, it's not even there. So that's been deleted. Um, but if you're gonna invite to me, and I've told people this all the time, if you're gonna tell some, if you tell somebody to pull up, or if they tell somebody I will box you, and I'm like, or if you just basically says I'm gonna whoop your ass, and them niggas, and like Preach was about it. Obviously, I think once they figured out that Preach was the actual MMA martial artist, they backed out. And for what Preach said, I was going to do it legally. Like, he was going to do it very legally. Preach was going to fuck them up. And I think they backed out. Fresh and Fit, and I think Adam and Priest did a good job. Now, Fresh and Fit done had their little Q&A and all that stuff. How you feel about that? How you feel? It doesn't really, to me, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't really change my opinion about them. Uh, which is you know, Myron's a hothead and Fresh is along for the ride. That's been my opinion about it. I think I said it the last time. Myron's a hothead, Fresh is along for the ride. And it seems like everybody says that about Fresh too. It just seems like he's there. And then it seems like everything is coming from Myron. From what, you seeing from the shit that's gone with the controversy. But for Fresh, if it like Preach was down for it. And he showed proof that he has excuse me, that he has been DMing them, and they haven't responded. Though they've seen it, they haven't responded. So I want this to be a lesson to any dude, like especially the dudes that be like talking shit on the internet. In the words of Easy, keep talking that trash. We'll pull your card. There are niggas that if you told them like, oh, like you can see me and some of this shit, I'll whoop your ass. There are niggas that will come and see if you really about that life. Some of y'all are not about that life. Y'all be, and this is why a lot of people say, yo, this internet shit, like don't be fronting on this internet shit. Cause some of y'all are really not about that life. Some of y'all are not going. I say it many a times myself. I do not like fighting. I fight when I have to, but if I don't have to fight, I'm not going to. What I want people to, but I think a lot of people in this understand people that like niggas will see you. I remember going to high school and niggas would talk shit. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, there's a fight going. Especially, y'all think high school is the original social media. Word of mouth gets, oh, someone been talking shit. Oh, they come and see you. I came from them schools. They come and see you. So I'm disappointed in Fresh and Fit about that because you antagonized it and you put it out there. Let us box, and you must have thought Preach was soft. So when you know he's done MMA and martial arts and all that other stuff, you backed off. And then it took also it shouldn't have took you that long to apologize to that man's country and his wife. I know you did at the Q&A, and but to me it's just like you in my opinion, you still need to catch that fade just for the respect. The legal way, because obviously Preacher's just like, I'm not going to do things illegally, and I'm pretty sure his hands is registered. So even if he does them illegally, he could get in a lot of trouble for that. So I'm assuming. I don't know. I may be right. I may be right. He is like, but like I said, I know he's done martial arts. That's all, and he's talked about it. But yeah. Uh, yo, I want this to be a lot of, and also because I did watch the Duke and Don and the 360. Some of y'all, this is why I like stand. People talk about worshiping celebrities or stand worship or some shit like that. Even when your person is wrong, some people just stand by you. Look, I have my fan. I have some people that I want to meet, but even me, when like let's say Michael Jordan, wanna like he's my favorite basketball player, but I've always said I probably would never want to meet him because I hear he's an asshole, and I want to be around that. Me personally, it's just like there's a lot of people that I love that I probably don't want to meet. But there's a lot of people there I do want to meet. There's a bunch of people that I like. I do not want to be in the same room with, and that's just me. It's just like, especially if it was like I think he cool, but like, do I really want to be in the same room as him? No. You're like, no. But also a lot of y'all, even though yes, what's good of a message if the person doesn't live by it? I can give a lot of good advice, but if I don't live by the advice, and like if I don't live by the advice, then it's like, what is it? What is it? It's like people want you. I understand the message is like the point. Sometimes the best type of the best type of example to show you that whatever you're spewing works, you gotta do it. Now I get it. We're human. Sometimes, hey, I'm a flawed. I will tell you all the time. I am a flawed individual. Just like I don't pretend to be perfect, nor do I want to pretend to be perfect because I'm not perfect. But I do admit my mistakes. I am a stubborn individual, but I will also, if you give me a point where it's like you're right, I will tell you you're right. And trust me, I've had many debates with my friends and my stubbornness, and they know how stubborn I can be. Also, um, as far as Byron is like from a competitive nature, because I could see all that could be in a competitive nature. You got to learn when to turn that off. I had to learn when to turn that off. I seen in my nephew, I see in my nephew sometimes, and I'm like, he's just competitive. And I look at him, I said, boy, you are very competitive. You got to learn how to turn that off because not everything is a competition. Especially like in this YouTube thing, because I feel like a lot of them think that since young people, since these people with not that many YouTube views is really talk about you, think they're clout chasing. Some people are giving you absolute critique, and from everybody that I've done seen that reacted to you has gave you to me has given you critique. Even the ones that's call you fake and fraud. Those people they don't like. They you can obviously see they don't like you or none of that other stuff. But uh me, do I now would this hinder my way of watching Fresh and Fit podcast? I'm gonna be probably not. But then again, I never looked at them as the guru, like relationship gurus or dudes to be like dudes to be oh I need to follow them. Like they're going to lead me to salvation and all that stuff. Yes, they do have sound advice, and yes, I've seen like they give real good sound advice to things. But it's just like I'm not a stan or like how most people. I take what I learned from, and this is what I learned from talking to people and actually living these experiences. This is why I'm glad I went into the one thing I'm always glad about going to the military because I lived these experiences. So yes, some of the stuff do, especially when it comes to stacks, and I know a lot of red pill and manosphere, a lot of it is based on stats, in which you can't fault numbers. You know they say men lie when lie numbers don't. You can't manipulate numbers. Just so I understand, you can't manipulate numbers, and I've seen people use a chart to try to manipulate what the fuck has been going on. So I have been seeing that. But what I am trying to damn, what I'm trying to say. See, this is what happens when I ramble so much. I'm trying to catch myself from not rambling. But anyway, I still well, I never really watched their live shows like that. I always catch clips. So also, and I know I said I wasn't going to talk about that, but this one thing I do want to talk about, like the pregnant, like her getting Miss Cheeks pregnant. I'm going back on my word. I'm sorry, but there's something about that that is interesting, and I do also think young men should learn from that. Don't stick your dick in crazy. I I realized who the fuck she was. Byron should have known she was fucking crazy because while they was talking the whole time, like she had a hand to his face and all that other stuff. And a lot of people say anxiety. I was like, for like 2 episodes straight, she had a hand on her face and all that other stuff. Obviously, she was crazy. Obviously, and don't a lot of men look. I will tell you myself. I fucked crazy before. Crazy, and this is my solely opinion. Crazy women got some of the best pussy. That pussy is so good. I'm not even going front. Crazy women pussy is magnificent. But the headache that goes along with it is not worth it. And I tell people all the time, there are some girls that I did not have sex with, and I'm kind of glad because sex complicates things. I tell people all the time, sex does complicate things. So if you're gonna go there, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some your female friends and all that stuff. If you choose to have sex with them, just so you know, it's the point of no return. And once you stick your dick in her, it's the point of no return. Be honest with y'all. I've been through that many a times. Jealous women, for some reason, they also got good pussy. They're like second, but crazy women got the best pussy. So, but enough rambling. But don't stick your dick in crazy, especially if you got something that's worth. And this is another thing. I guess that's what I'm bringing up. A lot of good men has been brought down by sex scandals or fucking with women that they shouldn't be fucking with or be doing, such as rape allegations, or when it comes out of rape allegations, or you just fucking with a woman and you didn't pay him their money and all that other stuff, or you know you having a mistress and like having your scandals out. If you want to know the quickest downfall to men, it is women. Pussy, to be more specific, but it's mostly women and how they utilize that pussy. This is like, look at some of the greats. I say men die over pussy. I seen men die over pussy that's not theirs. I seen men die over pussy that's not even theirs, but they defend the girl's honor and then they go back, and then the girl go back to the nigga that was abusing them. Women are fucking weird, but I've seen it. But I've seen, like I said, I've seen niggas die over pussy. It's not worth. Sometimes it's not worth it. That's why they outnumber us. There's other women out there. All right, and this is why like I always say men the prize. There's more of them than there is of us. We get, and I know this no thing about women like asking men, proposing to men or some shit like that. But remember, men are the prize. so in conclusion, this whole Alvin Priest thing, I think Alvin Priest proved the point. I still think Fresh and Fit owes them a fade, even though he apologized to him, and finally he said, "I apologize." I know he gave it like the first apology was shit, but the last apology, it was fair. I still think he owes him a fade. Also, do not, you know, they say don't throw stones that hide your hands. Or if you're gonna invite somebody to your hands, you better present them hands. Some niggas will pull up on you. They will test your gangster. They will pull your card, and that's what the fuck Alvin Priest did. They pulled their card. They exposed a lot of stuff in there, which gone to a deeper rabbit hole that I choose not to talk about. And also, do not stick your dick in crazy. I understand, and I know I done said crazy women got the best pussy, and I believe it. Trust me, yes I do. But please do not stick your dick in crazy. All right, that's a fucking headache you do not need. So let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Doskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.